Hello and welcome, I'm Basic XP. This is my show, Xbox Game Pass of the Week, where once a week I talk about what I'm playing in, well, Game Pass. And this week's entry is Dreamscaper. Now, it's kind of an interesting tale because this week is when Dying Light 2 comes out, or came out, and I was very interested in this game, but there had been some like middling buzz about bugs and issues, so I decided to not pre-order it and wait for the game to come out before purchasing it at all. And that meant that I had about 3 more days than I was really expecting to play games, and I actually still haven't purchased it. So when I started this week, I only had one game on my docket, and that was Archvale. Archvale's another game from the Humble Games deal with Game Pass, but it was kind of like the least exciting game of the bunch. It's a bullet storm, bullet hell game, and they're fun, but they can be frustrating. So I didn't know exactly how I was going to feel about it, and I liked it a little, but I could tell it was going to start to get frustrating. So when I saw this midweek drop of the games that were coming in February for Game Pass and include this title Dreamscaper, I was like, okay, I'll give that a try. I dumped like 5-6 hours into Archvale, maybe more than that, but I'm like up for something else to fill this gap in the interim here, where I'm not sure if I'm going to be playing Dying Light 2 or if I'm going to wait even longer before picking that game up. So when I saw the preview, I saw the cover art immediately. I was like, okay, that's a good cover. I'm interested. I want to know what that is. I have no idea what it is, but I'm interested. I want to know what it is. So they got my foot in the door that way. And then I checked out some previews or some trailers, and it looked interesting. The art style was a little strange. You're like these mannequin-esque, faceless wooden dolls almost. You're not literally made of wood, but like it has like that aesthetic, which is interesting. It's unique. I'm not sure how I feel about it, but it was unique, and I think unique is better than boring. So even if it's not exactly up my alley, I still respect this style they went with. And the combat is actually, or the mechanics, it's a Hades-esque roguelike dungeon crawler. It's almost identical to Hades' formula for dungeon crawling, in fact, but it has more of a Soulsy, Dark Souls style precision combat way of doing things. That is to say, there's like a pseudo stamina meter that's like a combination of mana and stamina, and you have abilities, but they all kind of fuel off of this bar, so you can't spam them. And you're fragile in the way you are in Dark Souls, where you have a health bar, but really, once you get kind of past the first initial area, the health bar reflects a couple of hits, I don't know how many, 4 or 5, as opposed to a meaningful amount of durability. And because of that, it can be tough, but it's also very interesting in how you choose to engage your abilities to handle what you're going to be going up against. It has a really nice gameplay loop. And because of that precision combat and the roguelike nature, it really lends itself well to making a little bit of progress, getting a little bit better mechanically with the combat, coming back to it, rinse, repeat. So I like it a lot. And it's another interesting case of a game where I don't know if I ever would have played this game if it wasn't for just the fact that I have Game Pass and there was just this void that I kind of wanted to fill with something. I also I said at the end of these I was going to always talk about, so that's all I have to say about Dreamscaper, but I also want to mention I also technically played MTG Arena this week, which isn't a Game Pass game, but I'm running a new D&D campaign, and that part about that just kind of wanted me to get back into the world of MTG a little bit. I just couldn't help myself. As for what I'm going to be playing next week, I think without a shadow of a doubt, it's going to be Edge of Eternity, and I doubt it will be anything else. If the next game is not Edge of Eternity for the next episode, I will be shocked, but I've thought that before and had my mind changed, so who knows. Anyways, this is Basic XP. This is Game Pass of the Week. Make sure if you played this game, want to let me know what you thought about it, just go down to those comments and let me know, and I'm happy to read those. Hit the like button, subscribe, and I will see you again next week.